A perfect start on the road for the West Coast Eagles. 51-point victory against the Dogs at Etihad Stadium. And the boys just notched their first victory for season 2018. Welcome to Eagle Review for another week. Thanks to Kennards Hire. Ben Roberts, I appreciate your company as always. Interesting game. Didn't get off to the greatest start. Adam Simpson pulling out last minute. And forwards coach Jamie Graham stepping right into the mantle.
Stepping up and doing really well. Simo, obviously, the club, obviously always family first and had to go home for family reasons. And Jamie Graham stepped in and did a very good job, obviously, in 1-0. Percentage of plenty and flying, Jamie Graham.
Destructive first half, but when you look at these overall stats from the game, there were so many similarities. I mean, you look at disposal efficiency, both in the high 77, 78, inside 50s, mark inside 50s. West Coast only slight advantages there. Time in forward half, tackle efficiency, forward half stoppages, they're all relatively even. So what stats kind of came to the fray for you that separated the two sides on the day?
Now, I had a good hard look through the stats. I think I've come up with the answer. Again, very similar. Turnovers forced from each team. West Coast 68, Bulldogs 66. Pretty close. Have a look at the scores from those though. West Coast 15-15, Western Bulldogs 7-7. So there's your game. So the Eagles off of turnover over, used the ball better and score. Bulldogs weren't able to do it as effectively, and that was your margin.
9 goals straight. It was some run in the second quarter there. What about the contested possession? Plus 26 as well. The
Good
boys
result.
Going in hard for the footy there, winning
People
the
be
hunt.
happy with that.
Yeah, absolutely. Jack Darling, though, what a magnificent game. Stepping in, playing the lone forward role in the absence of Big JK. 11 marks, 6 inside 50. That's hard to stop. 4 goals straight. The efficiency was there. Wonderful to see.
It is, and 7 goals from the first 2 games. Really good result for Jack, and he's standing up. So is Lecker. Not only Lecker, Hearn, Yo, Shepherd, Cripps. These guys all above 90% for their disposal efficiency at the weekend. So,
well, it took Hearn, his 21st disposal to miss a target?
Which is in the third quarter, I'm pretty sure. So couldn't miss. He's a good kick in. I'm not gonna. No, he's going well. He's going well, Bunny.
What about this stat? Frame this one. Andrew Gaff, leading contested disposal winner on the day.
Yeah.
What a big frame.
What would the odds been paying for that one pre-game? Nothing against Andrew, of course, but I think there's a lot of facets to contested possession. Like a contested mark is a contested possession. Did you know that?
So it should be.
Yeah. So there's a lot of people would know that. Ground ball, different. There's a lot of facets to contested possession, but he wouldn't be the shortest in the market with respect to Andrew each week in that one. So good for him. He's spending more time in the middle, and so it's going well.
It was a Rioli fest on the weekend. Willie getting his first game after a long injury layoff and interrupted season in 2017. And it was great to see his pass to Jakey Waterman. Gee, this was sublime. Have a look at the last-minute decision and the kick lead, obviously, for Jake Waterman to change his angle. And conditioning still to come. Coming off a bit of injury this year as well, going to be something special.
You know what I really liked is that indicated to me when Jake made the split toward the corridor and Willie pulled the kick inward off the back of that, the chemistry, that says that they're working really well together. It's the first time they've done it, so that's a very good sign. They can only get better going forward. Willie was good. First game, you had a few tricks, did a few things, laid a few tackles, got pinged a few times, but he showed enough signs that he's going to be comfortable at the level and improve every week.
The ruck division in good form, albeit against a very inexperienced Tim English. But Scotty Lycett did a couple of great things on the weekend. What about his tackle to bring the Bont down?
Yeah.
If you don't mind, that's resulted in a goal for the West Coast Eagles.
Did a couple of things, Scotty, that the little men are meant to do, like the tackle of one of the midfielders, the crumbing effort with the soccer out of the air.
Unbelievable, yeah. How often is the ruckman at the foot of the goal face?
Scotty Lycett is back in a big way. Don't worry about that. What about Nick? I want to talk about Nick. He's going well, progressing slowly. Every week he's going to progress the minutes a little bit, we think. This week he was up to about 70. Obviously the taps, he was very dominant when he's out there. He played just over half a game. Just reminding everyone that he's still the man when it comes to, although there might be someone we'll talk about later that might dispute this, but he's still the man at West Coast who going to end up on more posters than anyone else on this one. On top of Jack, which was nice to see as well. Sore head for Jack today.
He was involved in one of my plays of the day, but what about this one? So Nick Nat going back with the spoil. This is an easy Bulldogs mark. He doesn't make up this ground. Perfectly timed spoil in the corridor.
Yep.
Mark Lacroix with one of the best candies you'll ever see. Easy goal for the West Coast Eagles.
Yep.
Waterman finishes the job. But you like something at the defensive end for your play.
I always like to stick up for defenders because, look, have you heard that saying, forwards sell memberships but defenders win premierships? You heard that one?
No.
No, I like that one.
It's not bad.
Well, the defenders like it. And
really?
And this one was really good. Tom Barris right on the stroke of half-time. First look, you thought, no, that might be a goal. But then they showed the reverse angle. Just got the hand to it. Under duress too, being pulled down At the same time, really good effort by Tommy. And 1%ers, they're the ones that, just a little bit of momentum. You don't know how they're going to come out after they kick the last goal. So, well done, Tommy.
Not often the ruckman is roving the contest at the top of the square. What about outmarking Caleb Daniel? Don't think he wanted to be in that scenario either. Poor little fella. Roasts of the round. There are plenty to get through. We're going to start with Liam Duggan. Now, let me tell you something about Liam Duggan. He is one of the most honest footballers you're ever going to come across.
Stand-up guy.
And if he tells you he's touched it on the mark, you take that at face value.
Yep, character. If I can stand as a character witness for Liam, having known him for 4 or 5 years now, I believe that man. When he says it's touched, I think it's touched. Very quickly, a couple of shots that young Gowers want to forget about. Wasn't Macro and be happy with the first one. A lot of swing there. And the second one, he's just shanked it into the second tier from next to the point post. Next.
I don't know if Lewis Jetta will want to see the Dogs' first goal again. Thought he was going to absolutely crunch Lockie Hunter.
Try and push him?
I'm not too sure. Just tried to rub up against him. Bit of friction there, but didn't quite work. Liam Ryan, what an excitement machine we've got here. Yep. Expected to take, I think they're paying out on Mark of the Year already.
Really?
So if you got in time, congratulations. But that market's closed. His screamer in the first quarter, that was just all quality. But one of his 3 goals, Jack Darling monstering his opponent, just the hands over the top. Gone the celebration, forgot about the old concrete at the end of the on the boundary side.
Yep. A lot of rookies get caught out with the old concrete next to the fence, just looking for a bit of extra show time. Pulled up well, finger up, back into it, didn't let it bother him, continued on. Friendly fire. We don't like to see this. Tim English throwing the elbows at Lin Jong. Nasty gash above the right eye. What about Willie? Now, was this a throw?
Well,
are you not allowed to handball it over your head?
I'm not too sure. Well, the rule is just that grey. But for your first game,
let him off.
Your family's in the crowd.
You got Cyril there. You got Dean Rioli.
Give him some showtime.
Daniel's there. Let him do what he likes. It's his first game. Have a bit of compassion, I would have thought.
Didn't read the play well there. Let's go around the grounds very quickly. Sam Jacobs, run into the umpire there, and then just cap it all off. Cops a footy to the head. So, yeah, that's 30 seconds you want to let go in your life.
Love a good falcon. They're always going to end up on this show. If there's a falcon, they're always going to end up on this show, I think. A couple of cars went begging, a couple of marks of the years. Very close, but no cigar. First, a Garlet from the Blues. That's the best mark he'll never take. And Jeremy Howe, if he'd hung on to that was the best one he's ever taken one-handed, but dropped it, too bad.
Oh, beautiful. What about Tim Broomhead? Geez, you feel sorry for the bloke. His leg snapped at about 40 different places, but unnecessary, Benny. Was never going to get a foot on that. Yeah, you're not happy cooking a bloke with a broken leg, are you?
Yeah, I feel for the boy.
Yeah, we'll do it here on the review. You're not escaping us. But the winner, a couple of Dogs fans caught my eye on the weekend. What about this bloke? He was irate, maybe because he's getting belted by 50 points, but you know what would have cheered him up? Probably some more badges on the hat.
More paraphernalia.
I would have thought. But the winner as well. What about this punter? Yeah. Ever wear one of these masks on the weekend, mate?
Not on the weekend. Well, not out of home anyway.
How are you drinking squirt with that on, by the way?
How you eating? How you talking?
Yeah.
How you breathing?
Shocking.
How are you exiting the house?
How are you living life in that?
With that on.
No good. Cheers.
Kennards make